Hello, Potato, and welcome to Weekend Magic for February the 3rd, 2024. It's going to be a short one today, just two items to look at, a pin and a not a pin. So this week releases a fair amount of stuff on ShopDisney. I had like a whole bunch of like coffee mugs. Of course, we had the 65th anniversary of Sleeping Beauty. We had like a D23 pin. We had a really fairly nice doll. $150 though. It seems like it maybe 150 is the point at which these dolls don't sell, because when I looked yesterday, I haven't looked today, but when I looked yesterday it was still up there for sale. Plus they had a blind box pin set which formed like a fairly cool dragon. Each box though comes with only 2 pins. It's a blind box and you need like 10 pins to form the whole dragon, which means buying at least 5 boxes, and that's if you got 5 boxes that didn't contain duplicates, which we know from past experience on ShopDisney will not happen. But that means at least $125 to put together the whole dragon, and again, that's assuming you don't need to buy more. So yeah, guess who's skipping that? This guy. Also skipping out on the Wish blind box pins, because again, not doing blind box pins from Disney anymore. I learned my lesson on Haunted Mansion. I may do blind boxes for other things, but not Disney pins. Not if I actually want the whole set anyways. It is now February, meaning we are now in the second month of, I guess, the not so new year, which feels like we're both finally in February and already in February. Somehow both those things are true in my head at the same time. January felt like a very, very long month, while at the same time it feels like it was just Christmas. So go figure that one out. I think part of it's a getting old thing. I think just time becomes a little looser as you get old, probably because you do the same things like all the time. You get up, you go to work, you come home, you do the same things at work every day. It all just kind of blurs together. But I mentioned the month because we did make it through the entirety of the month of January without buying anything off ShopDisney, which I think that's the first time in literally years we could say that is the truth. So yeah, I consider that an achievement. And the items we have today are from ShopDisney, but they're from, I think, November. I know I talked about them when they were released, one of which I mentioned we were getting, and one of which I thought we weren't getting, but we did. So the first one is the pin, which is a small thing, so we'll go down there to check it out. So both of today's items are from the same property. It's one of those ones that I have a real hard time passing up when I see it, and that is, of course, Sorcerer Apprentice Mickey from Fantasia. And yeah, our pin is the D23 limited edition 95th anniversary of Mickey Mouse Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey pin. Now, it came in good condition, although I will say the bag is ruptured, which is weird because the card doesn't appear to be damaged at all. But yeah, the little baggy's damaged. Go figure on that. But this is limited edition of 1928. Yeah, no, because that's the year that Fantasia came. Well, no, I guess that's the year Mickey came out. Mickey came into existence. Fantasia came a bit later. But yeah, it is for the 90th anniversary of Mickey, which again, I feel like they didn't do a lot for last year. Given how big the 90th birthday was, the 95th just kind of went right under the radar. Just, yeah, no major fanfare. But we do have this very nice pin. I do love me Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey, and it's got interesting, kind of like a little brassy. I guess there's a little damage in shipping. There's some like an imprint there and an imprint the other way there that I couldn't notice with the plastic bag on, but it's going to go back in the plastic bag anyways when we're done with this, so it'll still be good. But yeah, it's a D23 item. Of course, the whole point of joining D23 is to buy D23 items, and this is, I think, a particularly nice one. It's got kind of like a brassy, bronzy look. Usually these pins are silver or maybe gold, but yeah, this one they've gone with like a bronze, which is interesting. Otherwise, it's a fairly straightforward pin. It's just Mickey dancing about, magic around him, star in the air. Although, you have kind of a neat reflective, I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but there's a neat like reflectiveness to the ears, like they're the brassy color that the side of the pin is, and the star and the swirls. Yeah, they didn't give him like black ears, although at certain angles, the light hits it just right. I think like on the camera, it looks like it looks fairly black right now. But if you tilt it a little bit, just get the light just right on it. Well, that maybe not quite right on it. Let's, can I get it without it just being a reflection of the light? No, I cannot. Well, sort of. Yeah, you can see it's sort of like brassy there. Like the ears, not the big glary light. See? Up there? Yeah. It is a double Mickey back pin. It's also from Pin Source. I noticed that last week when we were looking at the Sword in the Stone pins, that the D23 one said Pin Source on it. From Vermont, apparently, in Essex Junction. Yep, I kind of feel like I should go back and look at some of the older pins and see if they're also from Pin Junction, but I also feel like that would be work. Next, we have the non-pin item, which is in this tube here. At least, I think it is. I didn't double check before starting this, but I think this is the thing that goes with that. We'll find out momentarily. It'll be a very weird video if it's something else, won't it? In fact, if it's something else too weird, I may just reshoot the beginning of the video and never mention this thing's existence. But hopefully, so I wasn't originally not sure I wanted to show this on camera because I don't have any way to show it properly, and it is rolled up. As you can tell, it's in a tube. It's obviously an art. It's in a tube, which means it's not going to just like sit open properly. I don't have an easel or anything to hang it on. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go, but we'll figure something out here. Okay, got it open. And yeah, I mentioned this, again, I'm pretty sure it's what it is. I mentioned in the video when I talked about these being released that this was very nice and we weren't getting it, but my wife had other plans and we did get it. And yeah, it is. It's exactly what I thought it was, which is good. That would be, I suppose it's embarrassing enough acknowledging that I wasn't sure that's what it was, but to have it actually not be what it is would be worse. But yeah, it is a print of essentially the same artwork the pin is based on. It's got kind of a nice like canvasy look to it. It is just a very, very high quality paper. We do need to get a frame for it, and I don't have any way to show it off really well in here. Because one, I mean, I can't really, my arm's just only so long and the camera's in front of me, so, but I think you get the idea. It's also, I don't want to damage it. I mean, we need to get a frame for it. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to get like oily fingerprints on it. I think my hands are clean. I washed them before I started this. It says Iwan 23 on it. Presumably that would be the artist. So I don't know. I wonder if the pin was based on this or if this was based on the pin, because they're clearly the same version of Mickey. Got the star up at the top there. Got the swirl of magic around him. Yeah, it's very nice. It's anything on the back? There's nothing on the back. And I don't think it comes with a certificate of authenticity either. You know, I think we may have actually gotten a certificate of authenticity as a separate mailing from Disney. But it's very nice. I really can't do it proper justice on camera here, unfortunately, just due to its size and due to how it's rolled up and due to my not wanting to mess it up. Because it's a nice piece. It definitely needs a frame so that it can go on the wall. But for now, it will stay safe and sound in this here poster tube, which will protect it until we get around to framing it and then finding a place on the wall for it. But that's it. That's all we have for you this week. Just some Sorcerer's Mickey, just kind of magicking our way into the weekend with our weekend magic. Yeah, that's the one thing of not buying a lot of stuff from ShopDisney now is that I don't have a lot of stuff for weekend magic, which is probably a good thing. I mean, maybe we'll just phase weekend magic out or make it more of a thing when there's things to look at. Because I think as it stands right now, I have things that have been sitting around for a while that I could always kind of go more in depth. Like I would maybe do on a weekday video. Just do that. Like opening toy box figures kind of things. Maybe, it doesn't have to always be stuff we just bought. It can be stuff we've never really looked at. Anyways, I think we're, about 10 minutes here? I think this is a good place to wrap this up. This is probably how long these videos should be normally anyways. Not the 30, 40-minute time sinks that nobody actually watches all the way through anyways. So if you found it all interesting or entertaining, I'd ask you to leave something in the comments. But I mean, what's your favorite item? The Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey or the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey? That's a dumb question, isn't it? So instead of asking for comments, I will just ask you to like and subscribe if you did find it at all interesting or entertaining. And I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be Lego.